I greet the God in each face. I am a channel for peace to flow. Oh, I honor all of life. Yes, I'm one with Father Time. Every grade of grass, every shaky leaf on a tree, to every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through me, moving as me, moving as you.
We are actually going to sing that song with you guys as a congregational, so you get to sing it too today in honor of Earth Month. We're so glad to have Santina. Santina is Marie's daughter, and she's going to sing along with us. Oh, wait, wrong key. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
If you wanna sing out, sing out. And if you wanna be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be. You know that there are. And if you wanna live high, live high. And if you wanna live low, live low. 'Cause there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunity's on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all true. And you can make it undo. You see, it's easy. You don't need me to know. Well, if you wanna say yes, say yes. And if you wanna say no, say no. 'Cause there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. And if you wanna be me, be me. And if you wanna be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do. You know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunity's on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all true. And you can make it undo. You see, it's easy. You don't need me to know. And if you wanna sing out, sing out. And if you wanna be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be. You know that there are. You know that there are. You know that there are. You know that there are.
What a
wonderful way to start our service today. Thank you so much. Welcome and good morning to Unity. We appreciate your presence in our spiritual home, and we appreciate the energy that you bring to this space. Thank you for joining us. And we also want to, no. Okay, thank you. We also would like, you'd think this was my first time up here or something. We also would love to welcome our live streamers and invite you to know that we are connected heart to heart and soul to soul. And we hope that you will find something here that causes you to return and join us, perhaps in person. Today, we will have a recorded lesson from the Dr. Reverend Paul Hasselbeck, who is the master of metaphysics. He's the author of Heart Sacred Metaphysics, and the title of his talk today is, Does God Use Us? Interesting idea. After the service, I am going to be in the Sacred Grounds and Books for all who would like to join and just have a discussion about what we heard today. And we have our guest musicians, Marie and Santina. Thank you so much for being with us today. So now let's just take a moment to sit in the silence and become still and present in this space and in this moment. And I invite you to say our opening statement with me. There is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent.
Let's all stand and sing our opening song. And as you stand, take a moment to greet whoever you're sitting by, or greet somebody with a handshake or a hug. Namaste. Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. Love is my decision, up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now.
everybody making up words, but we had a strong finish, really strong finish, so that's awesome. We have our Youth and Family Ministry activity today, which is creating seed balls in honor of Earth Day. And our very own Linda Blacksmith will be guiding the children in that activity. So please all sing, "We Are Walking in the Light." If you are a guest today, please pick up an information packet out in the foyer on the welcome table. If you add your name to an email to the guest book, we will include you in our e-news, which is a weekly email that gives you all the information about what all the upcoming activities are. And we do look forward to seeing you again. Welcome. And it's also good to see some old friends back again, so reach out and make sure you greet one another. After service today, the Centennial Team, which is a group of people who are working to create a wonderful celebration for our 100th anniversary, they will be recording an interview here in the sanctuary right after the service. The Sacred and Security Team will be meeting in the strong room. And of course, I will be in Sacred Grounds and Books for a discussion of today's lessons. So lots of activity happening in the building today. Next Saturday, you can help the bookstore Wildflower Garden. We have a new name. Become beautiful for spring. So of course, as usual, there will be coffee and donuts, compliments of Kevin Crumbita. So, thank you. Thank you. So please join for that activity on Sunday the 20th. And it is finally time to drop off our donations for the garage sale. Yes, I have been collecting and I am ready. So you can drop off your items in the community room anytime during office hours, and those hours are up on the screen. And you can also drop them off on Sundays, starting today. But if you aren't certain, call before you make a special trip out to the center. We also need lots of volunteers to make this a really great and smooth event. So we need people to help do things like moving racks and chairs, setting items up on the table, helping on the day of the sale. And you can also bake cookies or bars, which are individually wrapped for the bake sale. You can scan that QR code on the screen, or there is a paper sign up on the welcome table. So have you ever thought about what unity means to you? Have you ever thought, I would love to share what unity means to me? We are providing an opportunity to really celebrate the female energy in our space on Mother's Day by having 3 women give 5 minutes of a testimonial. And so we think that will be a really wonderful way to just let other people share their experience of unity without having to get up and do a big talk. We also then on Father's Day want to celebrate the male energy in our space by offering that same opportunity. So please take that into prayer and decide if that is something that you would like to do. If you do want to do that, please contact me. My email and phone number are on the screen. Now we have in 2 weeks, we have a really awesome couple that is coming to help us celebrate our creative flow. This book, created by Jenny Hahn, called Creative Flow, is Jan Griffiths. They're not available for sale, but they will be when they come. And Jen Hutchins actually is the founder of the Unity Arts Ministry, and her mission is to inspire self-reflection and personal transformation through spiritual principles and the healing power of art, to celebrate the creative spirit within. And then after the service, Jenny Hahn will be presenting a special workshop. And we do have a very nice little short video to help you know what that is all about.
Hello, my name is Jenny Hahn. I'm an artist, a workshop facilitator, and author of the book Creative Flow, Tap and Express Your Juicy Essence. Creativity is inherent. It is the life force energy moving and expressing through you. And whether or not you identify as an artist, you are a creative being worthy of expression. This workshop will be an opportunity for you to explore your creative flow in a safe, supportive environment, and to learn tools and practices for accessing what is within, for healing, for expressing emotions, for finding wholeness and integration. We'll utilize mindfulness meditation, writing prompts, and process painting using very basic art materials in order to come home to our hearts, to invite playful curiosity, and to learn to trust the process.
I think I was able to tap into a creative side that I didn't necessarily believe in that I had. So I definitely say that it has helped me get in touch with my emotions and also being mindful of what I need and what parts of me need to tell me now.
Each workshop that I've attended has just been a really great opportunity to tune in with my heart and basically meditate with paint. Jenny has the kindest spirit, and she always creates a really safe and inviting environment.
So my friend, if you are ready to take this time for yourself to overcome limitations and tap your creative flow, I invite you to join us, and I look forward to seeing you there.
So the workshop cost is $40, but we do have scholarships available. We do not want that cost to prevent anybody from attending, because we know that I'm not even an artsy, creative type person, but I think I've been pretty well convinced that I want to attend this workshop. So I hope to see some of you there, just kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and tapping into your creative flow. All right, now next week we have the Earth Care team leading the service just in time for Earth Day. Yay! Everyone who attends will go into a drawing for a bag of environmentally friendly goodies. Awesome. So I want to thank Ashley Schrage for leading up her team in getting this service prepared for us. Very excited about that. And if you have a prayer request today, you can join our prayer partners, Jan and Susan, who will be available at the prayer room, and they will look forward to praying with you. And now please join me in our statement of purpose. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We create an experience of spirit. At Unity CR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path of spiritual living. Our mission is to provide spiritual awareness and share the wonder and joy of God's love. And today's daily word is healing. God's healing power is moving through me. I am open and receptive to God's healing power within me and within my dear ones. I trust with absolute faith that God is greater than any worldly condition. I cannot limit God. I listen to the still, small voice within and feel guided along my healing journey. If fear or worry get the better of me and I start to feel anxious, I call forth the healing power of the indwelling Christ. I spiritually surrender my concerns. When I pray for my dear ones, I do not focus on their condition. Rather, I see them as the divine beings they are, whole, prosperous, and spiritually perfect. As I pray, I perceive God's healing presence moving through me and my beloveds. This presence and the health beyond the illness, the abundance beyond the insufficiency, and the life beyond death. It is the truth of my life. And from Isaiah 58:8, your healing shall spring up quickly.
All right. So now we get to sing Child of This Universe. So would you all please stand and we'll sing this together. This is the title is taken, I believe, from part of the Desiderata. You guys remember that one, I'm sure. I have a sign up in my piano studio, and it says this: be gentle to yourself. You are a child of this universe, no less than the trees and the stars. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your heart.
I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by mother.
Join along in the second verse.
I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have aligned for me in the sky. I am honored by life. I am kissed by Father Time. To every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on a tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God living through me.
living through all, moving as me, moving as you, moving. Love is all, is love is everywhere, is love is all, is love is everything, is love all bountiful, love all merciful, everlasting love. Love is all, is love is everywhere, is love is all, is love is everything, is love all bountiful, love magnificent, love is all, is love is all, is love.
As we move into this time of meditation, I invite you to be comfortable in your chair. To let whatever you may have brought with you today float away for a few moments. And I invite you to hear these words with your heart. You are my beloved child. Out of my own self I have created you. My life is your life. My breath is your breath. My spirit is your spirit. There is nothing to fear, for I am with you, mighty in the midst of you. I am the life that heals you. I am the love that lifts your heart and sets you free. I am the wisdom of your mind. I am the light of your path. I am the peace of your soul. I am with you, dear child, through every hour of the day and the night, standing with you, upholding you, supporting you, revealing myself to you and through you. I am the love that will not let you go. I seek you out when you do not know how to reach me. I speak in your heart to comfort you. I am the life of your body, and my life is perfect and eternal. Trust me. I am your health. I am with you in all experiences of your life. I am the power in you to understand. I am the power in you to forgive. I am the power in you to become. Beloved, I am with you. Live in me. Rejoice in me. You are my beloved child. And in knowing these truths, we are divinely blessed and grateful. Namaste.
I hate to see you cry, lying there in that position. But there are things you need to hear, so turn off your tears and listen. Pain throws your heart to the ground. Love turns the whole thing around. No, it won't all go the way it should, but I know the heart of life is good. You know it's nothing new. Bad news never had good timing. But then the circle of your friends will defend the silver lining. Pain throws your heart to the ground. Love turns the whole thing around. No, it won't all end the way it should, but I know the heart of life is good. Pain throws your heart to the ground. Love turns the whole thing around. Fear is a friend that misunderstood, but I know the heart of life is good.
Greetings. I'm the Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck, and thank you for inviting me. Let's get romping. But first, let's sit back and relax like our little minion friend is doing there. And I always like to remind you that I have an email address, alberthasselbeck@gmail.com, in case you want to reach out to me for any questions or comments or concerns. My website is paulhasselbeck.com. And then I have a website for my podcast, metaphysicalromp2.com, that I create with my friends, Bill and Cher Holden. And so this is user-friendly metaphysics. Does God use us? And certainly the idea that God uses us pervades our culture and actually pervades maybe all cultures way back to the beginning of time. And I think it's time we question that answer. So first, I'd like you to simply understand, relax. Belief is encouraged, but not required. And unanswered questions are far less dangerous than unquestioned answers. And both play a role in our spiritual growth, in our expanding, in our evolving, however it is you see that happening on your spiritual journey. So from the Gospel of Thomas, the second saying, Jesus said that one who seeks not stop seeking until that person finds. There's something very similar found in the Bible about that, right? However, in the Gospel of Thomas, it goes on to say, and upon finding, the person will be disturbed. And being disturbed will be astounded and will reign over the entirety. Now, for me, that means reigning over the entirety of our consciousness. So we are fully human and fully divine. What I mean by that is I'm right here in front of you, fully human, but am I expressing the full spectrum of what it means to be human? And as I sit here, I am fully divine, but I don't know the full extent of my divinity or your divinity. We simply know that it exists. So, an unquestioned and unexamined answer. God uses us. And we see this in that range of consciousness we call vessel consciousness, where we're a vessel for God, or we're an instrument for God, or we're a conduit for God. All of those phrases that separate us from the awareness of the divine. So from a Unity conference way back in 1923, I found this quote. God only does what man says he shall do. God is our servant. When I read that for the first time in the Unity archives, I was stunned. I was disturbed. I was thinking blasphemy because I had never questioned that answer that God uses us. It feels good. It feels special to think that God is using us. But there it was in this first lesson given in 1923 that for me explains why sometimes our prayers aren't as effective as we would like them to be, because we turn them over to God to do things for us. God only does what man says he shall do. God is our servant. And then Charles goes on to say, did you ever think of that? And that question, it's like a dawning in our mind, isn't it? It's opening up the possibilities. He then follows that with, and you can read it along with me, that this wonderful Spirit of God, out of which everything is made, is here at all times, is always present with us, and we are using that God. And once again, the first time I read that, it was like, because that was an answer I had never questioned. As a reminder, Myrtle Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity, defined God this way. God is it, neither male nor female, but principle. So we do a little word substitution, abracadabra, and we get principle only does what man says principle shall do. Principle is our servant. Now that feels a little more comfortable, doesn't it, than saying God is our servant. Well, at least I hope it does. And then from Atom Smashing Mind, we have this amazing quote. I'm going to read it. You read it with me. Then we're going to update it to 2022 terms. The creations of the one mind are ideas. The ideas of God are potential forces waiting to be set in motion through proper formative vehicles. The thinking faculty in man is such a vehicle. Now let's think about this. When we think of God as divine mind, we think divine mind has ideas like our human little m mind has little I ideas and thoughts. However, divine mind is principle. Divine mind is divine ideas. And they are simply existing. And they are full of infinite potential and infinite possibility, waiting to be set in motion through proper formative vehicles. The thinking faculty in man is such a vehicle. But let's clarify it just a little more. Universal principles are potential forces waiting to be set in motion through proper formative vehicles. The thinking, feeling faculty in humankind is such a vehicle. Or if you prefer, the thinking faculty and feeling faculties in humankind, in you, in me, is such a vehicle. You see, in Charles's time, it was the thinking faculty that was primary. But today, we know thinking and feeling are very, very important. And it's what we use to set in motion all ideas. And we can't exclude Mother Myrtle, can we? She said in, let me see, Myrtle Fillmore's Healing Letters, God is in us as the very life and substance that we use. Not life and substance that's using us, that you and I use. And our use of principles increases our ability to use and direct them, you know? Practice makes perfect. She says, God is life. We make that life into living. God is love. We make divine love into loving. So we can say it this way. Principles in us as the very life and substance that we use, and our use of principles increases our ability to use them. Principle is life. We make that life into living. Principle is love. We make divine love into loving. Wait, what? Huh? God is not loving? God is not living? God is life. Life is a principle that we manifest into living. Think about this. Every living thing on the planet is using the principle of life to manifest this thing we call living. Wait, but what? God is not loving? God is the love, the great heart of the universe and of man, from which is drawn forth all feeling, sympathy, emotion, and all that goes to make up the joys of existence. We do that with the principle of love. God is love. God is the principle of love. That from which all loving springs. And that loving is bringing forth because of the way we are using the principle of love. God is not all powerful. Well, from Jesus Christ Heals, Charles Fillmore said, God does not exercise power. God is that all-present and all-quiet powerlessness from which man generates that which he calls power. God is the principle of power. We use it to be powerful. The point to be clearly established is that God exercises no attributes. I'll go as far to say that God has no agency as we've understood it in the past. God does not have attributes. God is the attributes. You can think of the 12 powers as 12 divine ideas, 12 principles, 12 attributes that we use. And if you can conceive that all that principle is right at hand for your use, all principles can be grasped and used by you. So the trick is, we got to become aware of what the principles are. And similarly, we got to become aware of what the laws, the spiritual laws of mind are, because those spiritual laws of mind tell us how our mind works. Most of you have probably heard of the law of mind action. That law tells us when we hold a thought in our mind with feeling, we produce similar thoughts and feelings in our minds. That's how we grow those clusters of thoughts and feelings. Myrtle Fillmore called them thought colonies. And then in this unpublished piece I found, take this into your heart. There is but one power. Now, we say that every Sunday. There is but one power. But he goes on to say, we use power as we will. If we send it out by our thought and word and hate, it destroys. But if we send it out in love, it builds. There are not two powers, but two ways of using power. In unity, we don't have two powers. We don't have a power for good and a power of evil. We have a principle of power that God is. And how we use that is colored and defined by our own consciousness. Send it out in hate, it destroys. Send it out in love, it builds, and anything in between. And a contemporary of Charles Fillmore, back in the 1920s, E.V. Ingraham, if you haven't heard about him, you might look him up in the archives, the Unity archives. Here's a very powerful thing he said in the May issue of the 1920 Unity magazine, which was an issue on the power, of the 12 powers. He said, we already have all the power there is, but we have either repressed their forces or directed them in the wrong channels. We have had the power to demonstrate disease in the face of omnipresent health, poverty in the presence of inexhaustible substance, and seeming death in the presence of eternal life. I'm going to read that again because I want you to really land this within yourself. Read it along with me if you like. We already have all the power there is, but we have either repressed their forces or directed them in wrong channels. We have had the power to demonstrate disease in the face of omnipresent health, poverty in the presence of inexhaustible substance, and seeming death in the presence of eternal life. You see, Eric Butterworth said, God is present in its entirety at every point in space, all at the same time. We could say principle or power is present in its entirety at every point in space, all at the same time, always available to us, available for us to use. So does God use us? No. We use God. So it's important for us to understand what God is as principle, to know what those principles are, to know what those powers are, to know what those laws are, so we can begin using them consciously rather than unconsciously. Because the truth is, we cannot not use them. We can not use them. We are using them all the time. And once we know that, and once we learn them, metaphysics becomes a lot more friendly, a lot more practical, and a lot more applicable. Bless you, and thank you for listening.
And Tina's going to join Marie again. And then for the offertory, Allie Klosterman is going to come in and play her trombone solo. So we've got a lot of youth today. Okay.
I've been dreaming, friendly faces, I've got so much time to kill. Just imagine people laughing, I know someday we will. But even if it's far away, get me through another day. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. From a distance, all these mountains are just some tiny hills. Just wildflowers, they keep living a while, they're just standing still. I've been missing yesterday, but what if there's a better place? Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. La la la, la la la. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine.
That was pretty fantastic. Thank you. I have a feeling we'll be hearing more from you in the future. As the ushers come forward, we invite you to hold your blessings in your hand, and we invite those of you who are online to prepare to make your gift to Unity CR. We bless these baskets and the abundance they will soon receive. We see them as symbols of the abundance that is available to each and every one of us. We give generously, we receive thankfully, and we give again abundantly.
Okay, Allie, come on up. Let's see, does she want to move? I don't know if you need it mic'd. Maybe we should for the live stream. You good? Play just a note so Carl can do a sound check real quick. Play a couple notes. All right. Here we go.
here at Unity CR. So I want to just make mention that this time when we bless our baskets, it's really a time for all of us. It's not just me standing here and making a statement. So I really invite all of you to take a moment to recognize our gifts and our prayer requests. And we say for our gifts that freely we give and gratefully we receive. And we know and see these gifts going out and doing the will and the work of the Christ as demonstrated through this ministry. And for our prayer requests that have been made known to us by those who have shared them with us, we bless you. We see you as whole, loving, filled with strength, and all those powers that are accessible. And we bless you on your way. Amen. And now we're going to sing the prayer song, the peace song. It is a prayer. It is. All songs are prayers, right? The peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect unity. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Just cover me in sunshine class too. Yeah. Cover me in sunshine. Cover me in sunshine.